I haven't checked on this pop machine in a month. Let's see how much money it made. I sell everything at 50% margins, so for every dollar that comes in, I make 50 cents. And by the looks of it, we've got a lot of dollars. Look at that. Beautiful. 50% of this is profit. After I grab the cash, I go down and check on the quarters, which don't look too bad. Now it's time to count it. If you want to learn how to start and scale a vending machine business, apply for my mentorship program. I'll be selecting 5 people to personally mentor. So here are the ones, and then for the quarters, I weigh them, comes out to $20 per pound. And then here's how much money my soda machine made in 1 month without me even checking on it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Hey guys, welcome to my laundromat. Let's take a look and see how much my machines have made in the past day and a half. Let's start off with my smallest machine. It's a 20-pound washer, which means it can wash up to 20 pounds of dry laundry in one load. Doesn't look too bad for a day and a half. Now let's take a look at one of my second smallest. This is my 30-pound washer. Looks okay. Now on to my 40-pound washers. These ones always do really good because I only have 2 of them. This is actually really good for 2 days. And then finally, there's my 60-pound washers. I have 2 of these as well. They do the best by far out of all of my machines. People go straight to the big washers when they come in, even if they don't need them. And last but not least, we have my dryers. They make up 20 to 30% of my total gross revenue for self-serve. After I'm done collecting the quarters, I weigh them. It comes out to $20 per pound, minus the weight of the buckets. So here's how much I have in quarters. And then it's time to collect the cash. I have 2 bill acceptors, so here's the first one. Looks pretty good. The first one always gets a little more full than the second one. I don't know why. People just go to it first. And then here's the second one. Not bad. Looks like a pretty good haul for a day and a half. Let's put it in the bill counter and count it up. For the most part, I recycle the quarters back into the change machine. I keep a couple $100s in small bills as change for the register, and the rest goes to the bank. And then here's how much I got in cash. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Hey guys, this is my laundromat. I bought it a little over a year ago for $65,000, and then I put another $25,000 into it to renovate it and fix all the machines. It's been about 2.5 days since I last collected the quarters, but we've been crazy busy with both self-serve and laundry service, so it's time to do another collection. Here's my 60-pound washer. I have 2 of them, and they're my biggest machines. They get used the most by far. And then next I have my 40-pound washers. I have 2 of these as well. They also get used a lot. As far as maintenance goes, I fix all my machines myself. It's really not that hard after doing some research, and I'm no handyman. Here's the other 40-pound washer. I'd say the hardest part about owning a laundromat is managing the employees. But that's only because I have a laundry service. If I didn't have a laundry service, then I wouldn't really have to worry about the employees as much. Here's my other 60-pound washer. Beautiful. That's 2.5 days. Once I'm done collecting all the quarters, I weigh them. It comes out to $20 per pound, minus the buckets. And then I go in for the cash. For the most part, the cash is what I take to the bank, minus a few $100s that I use as change for the register. The quarters usually get recycled back into the change machine, and if I have any extras, I just take it to the bank and then they let me deposit it in a bag. After I'm done collecting the cash, I put it in my cash counter. I used to have to separate all the bills and count them by denomination. Not anymore, thank God. With this one, I just put them in there and it counts them all. After this is done, I just subtract the amount of money that we put in ourselves to process wash and fold orders. And because all of the bills are already paid, here's how much my laundromat made in profit in the past 2.5 days. Okay guys, we're back at the laundromat. It's been 2 days. I had to refill the change machine, so I figured why the hell not? Let's do another collection. These are my 30-pound machines. They don't get used quite as much as my bigger ones, but they still do pretty well. For those of you that are new, I bought this laundromat 1 year ago for $65,000. I then put another $25,000 in improvements, and I'm happy to say that in the month of March, my laundromat made over $9,000 profit. That means after expenses. On average, I work 4 to 8 hours per week, but in the month of April, we've been so damn busy that I've been working at least 20 hours per week. It's mostly due to the wash and fold service that we provide. The self-serve laundry basically runs itself. These here are the dryers. They account for about 30% of the self-serve revenue. When I'm done collecting the quarters, I don't put them through a coin counter. I weigh them. It comes out to $20 per pound. It's about 20 times faster than putting them through a coin counter and just as accurate. For the most part, when I'm done weighing the quarters, I just put them right back into the change machine. I always have extra quarters that I don't want to hold on to, so I just take those to the bank. When I'm done with the quarters, it's time to collect the cash. This one's not that great, but this one, not too shabby. Look at that. That's 2 days. After I'm done collecting the cash, I put it in my money counter. Every now and then it reads the bill incorrectly, so I have to put it back up top. And then finally, here's how much my laundromat made in the past 2 days. Hey guys, I'm back at the laundromat. Let's take a look and see how much money it's made in the past 2 days. It's Father's Day today, so I didn't really feel like collecting all the quarters, but I am going to grab the cash and see how much we have. So let's get this machine open and see how much we have in here. The cash alone doesn't tell me exactly how much we made in the past 2 days, but it gives me a pretty good rough estimate of how many quarters there are on the machines. Looks pretty decent for 2 days. Let's put it in the machine and count it up. I also have to subtract the amount of money that we put in ourselves to process wash and fold orders, so I'm going to be taking that off the total at the very end. Doesn't look too bad. So here's how much cash my laundromat brought in the past 2 days. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Today I'm going to collect all the money from my laundromat and see how much it made in the past 2 weeks. These two machines can do up to 40 pounds of laundry in one load, and I charge $6.50. I only have 2 of these, so they get used a lot. I have to empty them out every 5 days or so, or they'll get too full and jam up. These next 2 are the biggest washers I have. They can do up to 60 pounds of laundry in one load, and I charge $7.50. This is my 3rd time emptying this machine in the past 2 weeks. People love them. When I first bought the laundromat, I thought water was going to be my largest bill. But that couldn't be further from the truth. My largest utility is actually gas. On average, my gas bill is about $1,500, and my water bill is about $500. Here's what all the quarters look like after I've collected them. Let's count it up and see how much it came out to. To count them, I weigh them. It comes out to $20 per pound. This one I actually had to do in 3 batches because it weighed so much. Collecting quarters is really only fun the first time. These things are heavy. One thing that never gets old though is collecting the cash. I have 2 build sefters. Here's the first one, which is looking pretty healthy. And then here's the second one, which is almost too full. I couldn't grab it all with one hand, so I did it in sections. Here's the first one, which looks like a full stack in itself. And then finally, we have the last little bunch. Not too shabby. Let's stack it all up and see what it looks like. So here's what 14 days worth of cash in my laundromat looks like. Let's count it up and see how much it comes out to. My laundromat also accepts debit and credit, so I'll be adding that to the total at the very end. My laundromat has 2 sides to it. Self-serve, where people do their own laundry, and wash and fold, where we do it for them. Our wash and fold usually makes a lot more money than self-serve, but the margins aren't as good because of labor. At the end of the month, I'll do a breakdown of all my expenses and let you know exactly how much money my laundromat made in the month of February. One of the biggest things I did after buying my laundromat to increase revenue was increasing my Google reviews. When I first took over the laundromat, we only had about 32 reviews, and now I'm proud to say we have over 1,000 reviews with a 4.9 star rating. Every time I go to my laundromat, I shamelessly ask my customers to leave me reviews, and surprisingly, a lot of them do. I think having good reviews on Google is one of the best ways to get exposure without having to pay a monthly fee. Finally, here's how much the cash came out to for the past 2 weeks. And then here's how much money my laundromat made in total in the past 2 weeks. Let me know if you have any questions. A while back, I filled up Coke and Pepsi all the way in my vending machine to see which one would sell out first. And it looks like as of right now, Coke and Pepsi are neck and neck. But while we're here, let's check and see how much money it's made in the past 2 weeks. First, we have the cash, which looks pretty decent. And then down low, we have the quarters, which also looks pretty good. And then while we're at it, let's take a look at the snack machine. I just did a full restock not too long ago, and it looks like the Takis are selling like crazy. They're selling about 5 times faster than any other product. On my next restock, I'm gonna have to give it a few more rows. Let's see how much money this machine's made in the past 2 weeks. First, we have the cash, which doesn't look too great. And then down low, we have the quarters, which could be better. Let's see how much it comes out to, starting with the pop machine. Cash come out to $58, which is pretty good. And then to count the quarters, I weigh them. It comes out to $20 per pound. And next up, we have the snack machine. Cash came out to $33, mostly from Takis, I'm sure. And then we have all the coins. Here's how much that came out to, and then here's how much money my vending machine's made in the past 2 weeks. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Today I'm going to restock my snack machine and see how much money it made in the past 2 weeks. I get most of my product from either Smart & Final or Costco. I buy these little bags for about 40 to 50 cents each and sell them for $1. The Cheetos always do really well, barbecue Lays are hit and miss, and Sun Chips honestly never do really well. The only reason I'm putting them out is because they came in the variety pack. The Salt and Vinegar Lays, on the other hand, always do pretty well. Next, we have the Takis, which are hands down my best sellers. People love Takis. It doesn't matter if it's the purple, the blue, the orange, whatever. People love Takis. This is my first time selling the orange bag, so we'll see how it does. These chili cheese Fritos also come in the variety pack, and they never do too well, but I have them, so I gotta sell them. Cool Ranch Doritos always do pretty well, and then here I'm just backing everything up. Now on to the candy. I buy these for about $1 each and sell them for $1.50. I'd like to say that my prices are pretty reasonable. Same goes for the M&Ms and most of my other candy as well. Buy them for $1, sell them for $1.50. I've tried buying off-brand candy before, but people just do not buy it. As far as M&Ms go, the peanut variety is my best seller, and then milk chocolate. The Sour Patch Kids are always a hit. Buy them for $1, sell them for $1.50. And then we have my absolute best-selling candy, which is Skittles. All of the Skittles do really well, but the best sellers are the original and the purple. I started running out of space in the machine, so I just put a bunch of different varieties in the same row. These all come in a variety pack that I get from Smart & Final. Next we have the Fruit Gushers. I buy these for 35 cents each and sell them for 75. These actually do really well. They're the cheapest thing I have in the machine. And then on to the Hershey's. Like the rest of the candy, I buy these for $1 and sell it for $1.50. These do really well, I think, because of their size. And then there's the Almond Hershey's, which doesn't do as well, but they are delicious, so they sell out pretty quickly. And then here I'm just backing up the rest of the Starburst. They do okay, nothing to brag about. These Push Pops are actually pretty good sellers. I buy them for 90 cents each and sell them for $1.50. Kit Kats always do really well. Like I said, name brand stuff flies off the shelf. And then here I'm just putting in random items because I thought I was running out of space, but I actually wasn't. And then last but not least, we have the Ritz. My employees asked me to put these in here, so I did. I buy these for $1 and sell them for $1 as a courtesy to my employees. And then finally, here we have the machine fully stocked. Now let's see how much money it made. First, I start with the cash, which looks pretty decent. And then I go down low to check the quarters, which actually looks really good. Let's see how much it comes out to, starting with the cash. 85 bucks, not too bad. To count the quarters, I weigh them. Add it together and you get 2 weeks worth of revenue from my snack machine. Let me know if you guys have any questions.